Hey, what's up, guys? It's Mr. Albuck here for a homework help video on lesson 4.2, part 2, homework. So, what I want to do, let me just jump right into this. I'm going to look at number 4 real quick. I'm going to just work one basically from each section. So, looking at number 4, the first thing we have to do is to figure out what the slope is. Okay. And in order to figure out what the slope is, we have to do m is equal to the change in y over the change in x. Okay. So basically, you start at your leftmost point. So here's my leftmost point right here. I'm going to start there, and I ask myself, do I go up or do I go down to get to the next point? I go down, so I'm going to go down 1. Now, down 1 would be a negative 1, because on a graph, up is positive, down is negative. Okay? And then left is negative, and right is positive if we're talking about direction. Okay? So you can always remember that. Now we go to the right one time, and that takes us there. So we have to go down 1 and right 1 to get to the next point on the graph. So then that would leave us with the slope of negative 1. So my m is negative 1. Now I go find my b. My b is my y-intercept. Where does this line intersect the y-axis? It intersects it right there at, keep in mind, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we got 0 here. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. Okay, so we got 0 there. So b is going to be 1 because it intersects it right there at 1. Now I just have to write my final equation. Y equals negative 1x plus 1. Or you could say y equals negative x plus 1 as well. Either one of those will work. Okay. Let's go to the back side. There's number 4. Let's go to the back side real quick. Let's look at number 11. Let me work number 11. So number 11, Miss Parsons and I worked several of these in class, so I'm just going to work one from each section. So a graph, a coordinate point, and a table. So here we go. How to solve this? You do the change in y over the change in x, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. From there, we label xy, xy, 1, 1, 2, 2. I'm going to write that out, draw my subtractions in, and now I'm going to substitute in. So I got negative 9 is my y2, 11 is my y1, I have 9 there, and x1 is 19. So negative 9 minus 11 would be a negative 20. 9 minus 19, okay, would be, if you say 9 minus 10, or you could even say 9 move to the left 19 times, it will take you to negative 10. Another way to kind of look at that, the signs are different, so find the difference by subtracting. 19 minus 9 is 10, and then take the sign from the bigger number. So negative 20 divided by negative 10 would be positive 2. The negative divided by negative is positive. 20 divided by 10 is 2. So I now know that m is 2. Now notice, it did not give me x is 0. If it gave me like x is 0 comma something, that would be my b. But it didn't give me that. So I have to figure out b by picking one of the points, using m, and using slope-intercept form. So I'm just going to pick... I'm going to go with, let's just go with the first point. Both of them are pretty about the same. That one has a negative. Those are both positive, but they're pretty large numbers, but we can handle that. So we say y equals mx plus b. So your first step, pick the point. You got x, you have y. Next step, write your equation, y equals mx plus b. After that, you're going to substitute everything in. Put the 2 in for m, put the y in for 11 in for y, the 19 in for x. Okay? So from there we'll have 11 equals m is 2, x is 19, and then plus b. Now 19 times 2 is 38 plus b. Then we're going to subtract 38 from both sides. That cancels. I got b is equal to 11 minus 38 would be negative 27. So I got b is equal to negative 27. And my final equation would be y equals 2x minus 27. Okay, let's do one more. Let's look at number 16. So that was number 11. Let's look at number 16. So now that I have a table, my first step is to just pick 2 points. Okay, just pick 2 points. I'm actually just going to pick the 2 in the middle. -1, 2, and 1, -2. So I got -1, comma 2, and 1, comma -2. So now that I have -1, 2, and that, I'm going to write out my formula. M is equal to the change in y over the change in x, which is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. I label xy, 1, 1, 2, 2. Now I fill in. So I got, I draw my bar, my subtraction sign. I fill in. I got -2 minus 2 and 1 minus -1. So -2 minus 2 is simply -4, and we add there. 2 minuses turn to a negative. 1 plus 1 is 2. -4 divided by 2 would equal -2. So my M is -2. Now we find B. Notice that they did not give us 0. Like if you look at 15, they gave us x as 0. So that right there, your B here is -3 automatically. But notice here they didn't give us 0 in the table, so we got to find it. So we say y equals mx plus b. We pick a point. I'm going to go with 1, comma -2. That's my x, that's my y. And that leads me to -2 equals, that's my y. My m is -2 as well. So -2, and then my x is 1 plus b. So then I'm going to say -2 equals -2 plus b. I add 2 to both sides. -2 plus 2 is 0. b equals 0. So my final equation would simply be y equals -2x plus 0. But I don't have to say plus 0, so I just say y equals -2x. That concludes this homework help video for lesson 4.2, part 2. Thank you so much, and have a good night.